Good evening, everyone. How's everyone's evening going? How do you like the light? The light's great, right? I bought a light. I got my setup. I got a mic. I got a mic. Hopefully that's not edited out. Um, Thank you all for joining. I'm really looking forward to this. I've bought a mic. I've bought some lights. So I put a little banner in the back. So I mean, it look kind of professional, right? Kind of professional. Anyways, So Impact kicks the night off with a pissed off Morrissey. He demanded a world title match. Moose responded by saying he already has a world title match tonight, and it's against someone who deserves it more than you. So we'll find out who that is tonight. That's crazy. Who deserves the title match more than Morrissey right now? Because he was great at Hard to Kill. Um, After that, apparently all hell is breaking loose. Ring of Honor just invaded for the second time and put D'Lo through a table. Yeah, these guys just came out of nowhere. Scott D'Amore was having a conversation with Morrissey in the back, and he got a call on the headset saying, "Hey, something's going on in the arena in the arena," and he's like, "Oh, go!" And we see Matt Taven bullying D'Lo Brown and Tim Hannon. I can't pronounce his last name. Tim. So Tom. My bad. Tom. And Matt Taven is bullying both of them. So then we get Maria's in the back, and she is trying to get the headset from Tom, and Matt Taven is trying to get it done, and then D'Lo is like, "I'm not having any of that." He grabs Matt Taven, and then he is pushed away by Matt Taven. Then Vincent tries and grabs him. It's like, okay, just the whole craziness. This is going on too far. Basically, all five invaded again and beat the hell out of D'Lo Brown. PCO jumped off the turnbuckle onto D'Lo, and the table didn't break. So then PCO did it again, and the second time it smashed to pieces, and D'Lo was taken out of action the whole entire night. Tom had to do the commentary solo, but he had help with Trey Miguel, Ian Riccaboni, and Scott D'Amore and Matthew Raywalt. So he wasn't totally alone that night. So yeah, that was absolutely insane. But now it's for the first match, Laredo Kid versus Chris Bay. Holy shit, what a match. That was awesome. Bay shouldn't have spent most of his time looking at Trey Miguel. Yeah, that was probably not their best idea. He took his eyes off of Laredo Kid way too many times, and Laredo got the win. But then afterwards, Laredo got the win, and then he started looking at Trey Miguel and looking at that title. I wouldn't mind that Trey Miguel versus Laredo Kid match. That'd be dope. Up next is the Impact in-ring debut of Mike Bailey. Mike Bailey is facing Jake Something, and that was a hell of a match. Mike Bailey put up a hell of a fight. Jake Something put up a good fight, but Mike went out with the victory. I was actually pretty impressed that Mike won. Great match. Yay, a Masha match. I'm really liking her. She's great. Looks like her opponent is Vert Vixen, an independent making a one-night appearance. This was a very short but fun, interesting match. It was an ass whooping. I'm sorry, Vert Vixen, you got your ass kicked by Masha Slamovich, and it was fantastic. Great match. Holy shit. Josh Alexander came out and he said until Moose beats him, he's still declaring himself world champion. Then states if he doesn't get a world title opportunity, that he will have to take a long look and see if Impact Wrestling is the best place for him. That's crazy talk. I mean, Josh Alexander, please don't leave us. Please don't leave us. And after he said that, then Charlie Haas came out. Yeah, Charlie Haas. I haven't heard of that dude in years. That's freaking crazy. I haven't heard of Charlie Haas in years. Again, he was one of the team members of Shelton Benjamin, along with Kurt Angle as the world's greatest tag team, and they won a few tag titles. So that's pretty great to see Charlie Haas in the Impact ring for the first time. Never expected to see what happened. Never expected to see him. I also never expected to see what happened next. Apparently, Charlie Haas wanted a match. Josh Alexander said, no, I got other things going on. And Charlie Haas, like, I'm not asking, I'm telling. And he definitely took a shot at Josh Alexander. And that was not a good idea. So after that, what's it called? After that, Josh Alexander started brawling with Charlie Haas, and Charlie Haas started brawling back. Security came out and broke down. Then Josh Alexander said, "You want to fight? Okay, fine. I'll give you a fight next week. Charlie Haas versus Josh Alexander, and it's official. It's happening. Fucking nuts. Uh, now we. I can't believe this match actually happened. Ziggy Dice had a World Championship match with Moose, and it ended in 2 seconds. Sorry, Ziggy, you're not at Moose's level. That was quick. And then Raj Singh is having a match, and he had a quick match with Jonah because he got murdered. Raj, I'm sorry, but you're not on Jonah's level. And then we get back to a backstage segment where Decay are talking about the inspiration, how they were being lazy, how they didn't show up to the tapings. Apparently, they didn't get the news that they got COVID. So, I mean, they're just throwing inspiration under the bus and getting bad karma. But apparently, next comes out Decay saying that, you know what, you're not busy. We're not busy. We have an open schedule. Let's fight next week. And after that, we get a surprise cameo from Basil. You guys remember Basil, right? The photographer that we had for like a good 4 years. Apparently, he was at the Impact tapings and wasn't hired as a photographer. He was basically an on-stage representative, and he was in the back. Now, I'm not entirely sure this is Basil because he didn't post anything about it, but it really, really looked like him. So I'm going to say it was him. But he also said get help because Eddie Edwards got taken out by Ring of Honor. And as of tonight, Ring of Honor, Eddie Edwards, Matthew Raywalt, Heath, and Rhino were taken out by Ring of Honor. We go back to Gresham being interviewed by Gia Miller, and she basically says, and she asks Gresham if any of this Ring of Honor nonsense is planned or if he's a part of it. And he's like, no, I have no part of it. I have no idea why these guys are here. Then Macklin interrupts his interview saying, what, you're all about honor, right? You're all about honor, right? Then, so basically he goes on about his honor, and then Gresham is like, you're questioning my honor? Here's this for honor. He's putting his Ring of Honor championship on the line next week against Steve Macklin, and that's going to be fantastic. Sorry if that was a bit jumbled. Yeah. So anyways, next is the main event, title versus title, Ring of Honor Women's World Championship versus the Reinas de Reinas Championship. I'm not good at Spanish, but I'm pretty sure that's the Queen of Queens Championship. Roxy versus Deonna Purrazzo. What a technical masterpiece. That was awesome. Roxy gave the fight of her life, but she was not able to defeat Deonna Purrazzo, and Deonna is the new Ring of Honor Women's Champion. That's crazy. That was a crazy ass match. So that was awesome, and I predicted it. I predicted that Mickie James would win at Hard to Kill. Check. Deonna Purrazzo will win the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. Check. Now, the only thing left for my prediction to come true is Roxy to show up on NXT. And then I have amazing foresight or hindsight. So I'm pretty sure that's happening. Until then, you can put me on the spot saying it's not. I don't know. Anyways, so after the match, however, there was little celebration as Ring of Honor, the Rogue Gallery, that's what they're being called now, invaded again and tried attacking Deonna, but Matthew Raywalt sacrificed himself and got the shit kicked out of him. Yeah, Matthew, that wasn't the brightest move. I know you were defending Deonna Purrazzo, but you got your ass kicked for it. Not a good idea. And then Then out comes Rich Swann and Willie Mack, and they got their asses handed them by Ring of Honor. So Ring of Honor is taking over right now. I mean, this may not be NXT, but this is definitely a takeover. And with Ring of Honor saying it's not planned, it's not something that they had awareness of, is starting to get really interesting to see where this is going to go. It kind of reminds me of the Aces and Eights invasion. Randomness just kept happening week after week, and they have no idea what's going on until they revealed themselves as Aces and Eights. So that's great. Another great night of Impact Wrestling. The first new taping week of 2022. This is the first episode of Impact 2022. The last episode of Impact was a December taping. This is the first January taping of 2022. So this is the first episode of 2022. And I just said that way too many times. So what are you guys looking forward to next week? There's the Inspiration versus Decay. Gresham defends his Ring of Honor Pure Championship against Steve Macklin. Charlie Haas versus Josh Alexander. Many more to come. And what is going on with Ring of Honor? We'll find out next week. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to read the comments. There's quite a lot. Jared Woods. Hi, Cody. Hey, Jared. PCO signs with Impact. Ow. Yes, PCO, I think, signed with Impact. Sami Callihan should return to take out the Ring of Honor stars. Yes, that sounds like a great idea. Vincent versus Sami Callihan in a no rules match. Sounds great. Charlie Haas is in Impact Wrestling. Yes. Zicky Dice gets an Impact World Championship match. Seriously? It was just to boost Moose cred. Eddie Edwards, Rich Swann, Willie Mack, and Rhino versus Team Ring of Honor. Sounds great. Steve Macklin versus Matt Taven. That sounds awesome. Moose versus Morrissey for Impact. Roxy might be going to NXT. Heath and Rhino versus Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Matthew Raywalt versus Vincent. Yeah, I would not want to watch that match. Jonah versus PCO. Now that would be freaking nuts. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching, and let me know if this kind of setup worked for you or not. I mean, I turned on the comments, so I'm open to feedback and anything else. But I'm gonna get some sleep. As you can see, I'm really tired. So good night. Have a good night. Have a good morning, and have a fun weekend. All right. Bye.